Good day, everyone. Mr. Truman, Wyron Joe Tan Chingan is here. To my friends internationally, thank you all very much for showing some care and concern to me when some other people here literally want me dead. Today is a short update of the hacker issue I recently faced. Let's start. Cybercrime. Okay, this is a cybercrime. Sorry, I forgot to do one thing. Sorry. So cybercrime. Cybercrime has occurred to me again. Okay, the story, to keep it simple, in 2007 I was in Tsinghua, Beijing. Then there was this Korean, his name is Charles. He phoned me. He say, "Hey brother, can you loan me a laptop for a while? I didn't bring my laptop to China." I say okay. So I pass him my password. Really stupid of me at that time. And then after that, he got access to my computer. And he was always playing games like Warcraft. He's an expert Warcraft player. And I don't play Warcraft. He also see a lot of porn on my computer. I guess Korean and Japanese are similar. They like to see porn all day. Of course, there was an old school which the students had an issue because I studied in a rich man's school here, and they were always finding issue with me. And I try to sort them out. They don't want to sort them out. And if you've been in my country long enough, you realize that there's a very dirty game going on. The upper class, the rich, the elites like to bully people. They like to bully people until they don't go crazy. Then they label these people as crazy. It's a very brutal game here. So somehow I got trapped in that game, and it's not a easy game. But I seen they do it to a lot of the people here. They will keep bullying people, and then until the people cannot take it anymore, fight back, and label them as opposition, communists, and all that. It's a very brutal game actually. So I currently have absolutely no interest in politics because let's just see, politics is always a dirty game. In all fairness, our founding fathers or the founding fathers of this country were politicians. They were not saints. They were not angels. But they did their job. They managed to keep everything low price. Everyone has a chance in life. Even school teacher can live in bungalows and all that. Relatively, they did well, and that's why the people were happy. But let's not go into the topic of politics because I'm not into politics these days. I'm singing and maybe passing my life experience so that you guys can avoid my pains. So in these recent updates, okay, a cybercrime has occurred to me. If you could see the date and time stamp, they were like 2 to 3 minutes apart, which I don't do that. I like to check my bills and I do it on a monthly basis. And the main thing is that you look at all the bills date on the same day, September 17th, and they are just a few minutes apart. I do my checks almost every month or every other month if I'm very busy. Okay, so firstly, this is the first proof that they are hacked. And the second thing is I actually kept 2 copies of the credit card statement. And somehow the hacker knew exactly where I kept my things. They changed both folders. You see, this credit card original, this credit card. They changed both. It's kind of sad that people have to resort to all this nonsense, And so the update is, I don't know what issue the bullies have currently. They hacked into my computer and they literally changed the credit card statement. Okay, so it's very nasty. So I just going to show you all based on one scenario because this is something very complex. I need to make it simple so that you can understand. So what is credit limit? Let's say your credit limit is 10,000. My credit limit is 10,000. Nice figure to play with. You spend 5,000, you left 5,000 in credit limit. Pretty simple, right? It is basically that's primary 3 or elementary school maths. It's very simple maths. 10,000 minus 5,000 equal to 5,000. Okay, and you probably would think that our banks, they like to work their staff. Their staff are very hardworking. Their staff love to stay in the bank every day, 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. And you literally think that if people working full time, they couldn't make such a stupid accounting mistake. Am I correct to say that? Because it's a very, very, very stupid mistake to make. Okay, 10 minus 5 equal to 5. That's all. It's not even algebra, calculus, differentiation, integration, or all those are wonderful maths we never use in our life. So, okay, firstly, this is the month of February. Okay, so you see my credit limit is 10,000. I own $39.8 in bill. So it's very simple. My credit limit should be about 9,000 plus. Simple, right? And look at my credit limit on the card instead. I have 10,147. And the next month, these are the doctored statement. By the way, I'm trying to show you the clear proof that everything is screwed up. Okay, so again for March, okay, they screwed it up. You look at my credit, okay, and you look. The interesting thing is, apparently for February my debt is 39.8. They say my credit limit is 10,000 plus, and in March my credit limit is my debt is 39.8, and they say my credit limit is 9,100 instead. This kind of screwed up, is it? And no matter how you do the math, it doesn't tally. It's a clear sign the hackers doctored the statement. Okay, and you look. Okay, they did such a poor job that for every month, all the statements were doctored. I have a very tough time looking at all these statements because the figures just don't tally anywhere. And by the way, I'm not an accountant trained. I'm an engineer. I have a degree in mechanical engineering, but I find my degree useless, so I switch time. And you'll see every month the statement doesn't tally. Suddenly this month, okay, no matter how you do the math, it doesn't tally at all. It's kind of ridiculous. You can't just flip-flop your story anyhow, anywhere, and just expect people to believe you. You know, the maths is maths. Plus minus is, we're talking about plus minus. We're not even talking about times and divide. It is literally primary 3 stuff. And you expect banks, people working 12 hours a day in the banks to screw up the maths. Okay, this is elementary maths. Okay. Okay, so basically, I'm sorry for the interruption, but basically they just screw things up. So let's continue. So what is credit limit? Basically, if my credit limit is $10, I borrow $5, I'm left with $5. That's all credit limit is. And you look at the maths for all the months of the doctored statement, they just don't freaking tally. Huh? You just look. I don't know what they're trying to do. For all the freaking months, the statement don't tally. And now they're trying to tell me that my bills are correct and expect me to pay as an extra 2,000 to 3,000 more. Guys, I'm already very pissed. I was bullied, severely bullied. People here don't want to help me, but instead they make me work for free for years. They pay themselves millions and billions of dollars. I get nothing. So basically, I was angry and upset. I wanted to be paid because I have family to feed. And instead, because I was trying to monetize my life experience of being bullied, the bullies were not happy. And so they do all this kinky stuff and hanky-panky stuff behind my back. It's clear to me that the bullies are up to no good, while I'm just trying to feed myself, feed my family. Okay, so this is my update. I mean, this is basic maths. 10 minus 5 equal to 5. That's all. And the figures are just all over the place. The accounts are just simply so screwed up. Okay, and this is my update. The bullies are still up to no good. And currently, I'm looking to leave this country and go to other place so that I can start life afresh. Please contact me if you have opportunities overseas. I'm very sick and tired of all this BS already. I'm trying to move on, and some people are just, I don't know, they just love nonsense. Like in my last sharing, what did I share? Let me just stop screen sharing. My last sharing, what did I share? You all remember? Basically, I shared something important. Pigs will be pigs. Remember that? I shared something. Pigs will be pigs. I really have a problem with them. I saw this bunch of pigs. They like to roll in the mud. So they were rolling in the mud, the feces, and all that, and they were having a good time. Because they are pigs and they like to roll in the mud. So 10 years later, they're still rolling in the mud. And this is literally like 20 years later, they are still rolling in the mud. And the simple reason is pigs will be pigs. I mean, they like to roll in the mud. Let them continue rolling in the mud. I don't have another 20 years to roll with them in the mud. You guys get what I mean? It's like there were some issues. 10 years later, I look back. Oh, the pigs are still in the mud pool having a lot of fun because they are pigs and they love mud. Then 20 years later, I look back. Oh, the pigs are still there in the mud pool and they were having hell of a time. Pigs just love mud. What do you want to do? Leave them alone. That's all. Anyway, this is just an executive update of the situation I'm facing currently. I do hope to leave this stupid place and all the stupid stuff behind. Thank you very much.